My boss humiliated me in front of clients, so I made sure his biggest deal fell apart. This happened 6 months ago, and I still feel zero guilt. I, 29 Chimis, worked as a senior project coordinator for a tech consulting firm. My boss, David, 45M, was one of those guys who took credit for everyone's work and threw his team under the bus to look good. I dealt with it for 2 years because the pay was solid and I was building my portfolio. The breaking point came during a client presentation in March. I'd spent 3 weeks building a proposal deck for a $2 million contract. Research, design, strategy, everything. Morning of the pitch, David pulls me aside and says he's tweaking a few slides. I said sure, figuring he'd just add his intro. We get in the room. 10 minutes in, the client asks about implementation timelines, my specialty. David cuts me off mid-sentence and says, "Actually, this is where the original plan fell short. My coordinator here didn't account for back-end integration." He then proceeds to present my own backup plan as his fix for my mistake. The clients looked at me like I was incompetent. I said nothing, smiled, took the hit. We won the contract. That night, I made a decision. I documented every project I'd led, every email where David claimed my work, every Slack message where he redirected blame. Then I started talking to our clients, casually, professionally. Built rapport, made sure they knew I was the one actually managing their accounts. 2 months later, David announced he was leaving to start his own consulting firm. He tried to poach 3 major clients, including the $2 million one. He needed those contracts to survive. He pitched them hard, promised the same team, better rates. Here's where I made my move. I reached out to each client privately, told them David was leaving and that I'd be staying with the firm to ensure continuity on their projects. I didn't badmouth him. I just reminded them who'd actually been running their accounts. Then I casually mentioned our firm was offering loyalty incentives and that I'd personally oversee their transitions if they stayed. All 3 stayed. David's firm launched with 0 anchor clients. I heard through the grapevine he's doing contract gigs now, barely staying afloat. A week after he left, I got promoted to his position. During my first team meeting, I made it a point to credit every person's contributions by name. My team knows I have their backs.